Hi legends, how's everyone doing on this beautiful evening? What is going on here with the price of Bitcoin? Are we going up? Are we going down? As per the thumbnail, maybe, perhaps, a big reversal is upcoming. And from what I'm seeing here at the moment, I do see signs of a potential massive reversal. The question is it to the upside or is it to the downside? Today, we'll analyze the price of Bitcoin. We'll go through the scenarios together. And I can also see that the market makers and retail are extremely confused here at the moment, which tells me something is boiling. Are we waiting for the news a little bit later? That decision moment. Also, we are inside a decision pattern, which is also referred to as a reversal pattern. Potentially, okay, right? Nothing's ever guaranteed in this market, but it looks like we are boiling up for something massive here. Right, legends, smash up the like on your way in. Stay tuned until the very end to not miss out on any alpha. Let's get right into it. Let me say hi to the beautiful community over here. For those of you that's just joined, thanks for the comments, Mustafa. Hi, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, welcome. Mr. Crypto Big Brains, welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you being here. I believe we're going down for sure, all right? Okay, we'll go analyze that situation, but with good risk management, we don't care whether we're going up or down. With good risk management, you can trade the momentum both ways. Frank, good afternoon, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽 and legends. Welcome to the live stream. Ravib, welcome. Mr. MK Alexander, good morning, legends. Well, it's evening here in South Africa. And then, hi, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽. Komona, welcome. Ghost Levi, hello, welcome to the live stream. Let's dive right in. Let me share my screen over here. Okay, there we go. Let me just put myself there nicely in the middle. Do you guys see what I see over here? What does this look like? Okay, can anyone tell me in the comments before I spill the beans, what does this look like? Okay, if I just remove the noise out of the chart, I take the levels out. I mean, what does this look like to everyone over here? Okay, a breakout. My day gets brighter during the stream. Great community. 𝗬𝗍𝘍𝗽 is a true legend. Thank you so much. You are all legends. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Bump and run. Okay, without looking at any technicals, what does that price action look like? Come on, I need someone to tell me. A pennant? No. No. The clue was in the thumbnail. Okay. Bull flag. Bull flag. A mess. Yes, this is an absolute mess. Are we going up? Are we going down? I do see some nice volume spikes. Let's see if it looks better on the lower time frames or if it actually looks worse. Let me just zoom in over here. Okay. They are never pretty, okay? But I do know what I'm looking for when I see the signs. A diamond reversal. Yes, Mr. Ghost Levi, absolutely correct. Usually, okay, when I see volume like this, and the volume is in the longest candles over here, a green and a red candle, or in my case, purple candle, and you see two little volume spikes, that is usually the signs of a diamond reversal pattern. Okay, and this reversal pattern is either going to do this, or it's going to do this. Right. Now the question is, we need to go and analyze which scenario has the highest probability, okay, for playing out. And usually these patterns, okay, form during critical decision moments. I've seen them especially form when we have the interest rate hike decisions or big news about to be announced and everyone is waiting for news. I usually see these patterns form, okay? I don't usually trade these patterns because they have such a low hit rate. It's estimated that they have like a 51% accuracy rate, okay? But what I do know for certain is that they are reversal patterns. And from an accuracy rate perspective, it is, okay, is the pattern going up or is it going down? But I do know that a move is boiling over here because of the high volume, indecision in the market. You're knocking out the longs, you're knocking out the shorts and the longs, and now you are consolidating, waiting for that decision moment where you're either going to see the breakout to the upside or to the downside. Okay, from a larger time frame perspective, so let me just take the scribble here out the way. Let's go here onto the 1 hour time frame. From a larger time frame perspective, I mean, it doesn't look like anything significant, okay? But when I zoom into the 15-minute time frame, you can clearly see that, okay, there's a lot going on here. Loads of volume, okay? And we have to acknowledge, okay, that, and this is now where it becomes tricky, legends, is that we had the fall, massive fall here to the downside. We've slowly consolidated to the sides. So is the pattern reversing this move, or is it reversing the upwards momentum for downwards momentum? So a very confusing spot where it is at the moment. So from a higher time frame perspective, one could argue that it is reversing the downfall. Okay, but from a lower time frame perspective, if I go here onto the 5-minute time frame, one could argue, well, we're coming from an uptrend and it's reversing the uptrend. So not an easy one over here. Technically, and this is where now we need to bring technicals into it, because I can feel like it. I can say my bias is towards one direction. I think this is going to happen. And all I can do as a trader at the end of the day is use technicals, okay, pure data to make an informed decision. What the data is telling me over here, okay, is the following. So let's start with a higher time frame. Well, the 1 hour time frame over here. The data, okay, I'm just going to look at this structure over here. Okay, I'm going to focus on this structure over here. The data is telling me that we have a low and we have a high, and we have a higher low, and we have a higher high, and we still have a higher low. Technically, this is what the data is telling me. So purely based on the data, it looks like the probabilities of this reversal pattern is to the upside. Okay, so more probabilities leaning towards that direction, purely looking at the trend. The trend is your friend till the end. Okay. Also, I can see that we've actually got just doing some analysis over here. I mean, you can see the trend is up, okay? No denying that the trend is up. I mean, you can even put your pivot over there, connect all of these beautiful lows over here. So as a technical trader, if the trend is your friend until the very end, what you want to do is, if you are in a long position inside of this structure, okay, you basically want to hold on to your long until the structure is broken, and then the trend is not your friend anymore. Okay, so for now, we are still in trend, technically speaking. I hope all of you agree with me over here that I'm not seeing something that no one else is seeing. Okay, we have to acknowledge that we have a low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and we are still within trend. So purely from a technical perspective, this is what I'm seeing on the 1 hour time frame. Now I can zoom on to the 15-minute time frame, and I can, go and switch on some technical analysis. Trends. There we go. Okay, let's just switch on some more trends over here. So from a technical perspective, this kind of looks like, and I see Andy also spoke about this during his live stream, this really does look like a bump and run scenario. I like the 2 taps. I really like to look at bumps and run scenarios, especially when you have 2 taps during the beginning of the trend and you have a fall to the downside, which is referred to as the bump phase. And then this is referred to as the run phase, where you're most likely going to come and claim the high. And for now, we are still holding the trend. Okay, so technically, things looks bullish, not because I want to be bullish, just because this is what the chart is currently showing me at the moment. I will switch bearish once I see this. I will go, okay, now we're losing the structure. Okay, you are now making a lower low over here, and most likely, even if you come back up, you're going to make a lower high and continue the momentum to the downside. So for now, it looks good. It looks like it wants to continue to the upside. Okay. Also, CVD is not really helping in this situation, because I also had a look at CVD before when I was prepping here for the live stream, and CVD is an absolute mess at the moment. Okay, so let's just zoom out a little bit over here. I actually did an Twitter post today where I said how powerful the CVD indicator is, but you cannot trade it by itself. Okay, you need to trade it in confluence with technical analysis. And in combination with your trading strategy. So when I look at CVD over here, okay, let me just bring up my tool. Okay, let's look at this pivot over here. Let's just look at the recent price action that we have. Okay, we made a low over there, and then as we moved up, we made extremely bullish CVD here on yellow. You can see yellow falling down, also white slightly falling down, also falling down over there, but the price momentum is still to the upside. But we also have price falling down here, making lower highs, and CVD making higher highs over here, more locally at the moment. So an absolute mess here at the moment. Okay, what does price want to do? And you can see it's really confusing here at the moment. You can't really make sense of it, because you have a mix of bullish, extreme bullish, and also extreme bearish scenarios playing out here at the moment. Also, between these two highs over here, or these two lows over here, looking at this low and this low, we have bullish CVD, of which the target is the high. But also we have bearish CVD between these two pivots, and also, okay, not as price is moving up here. So very confusing here at the moment. It seems that the market does not know which way the price is going to go, and we need to rely on price action and other technical indicators or analysis to give us some bias. Okay, so I would not be surprised if price consolidates. I would even like to see a little bit of a dump to the downside, scaring, you know, taking everyone that's the early longs out here. I want to see them take out all the early longs. You get that wick to the downside, and maybe then we get the breakout here to the upside. Okay, but I mean, we have to acknowledge that the market is here to surprise us. So for now, based on the technicals, it looks like the bullish case scenario has higher probability. And I'm specifically using the word probability because nothing is ever guaranteed in this market. But purely based on technicals, it looks like we might want to continue the momentum here to the upside to potentially come and claim these highs over here. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Okay, do you see something that I'm not seeing, right? And then I will zoom out and we will talk about the bearish case scenario, okay? Because we have, as traders, we need to be prepared for both. This morning, during our Legends update, I just want to see if I have that page over here. Let me just get it ready over here. Do this. Okay, this morning during our Legends update, this is the trade that we spoke about. Can everyone see that? Yes. So for the legends out there, you know, you got the entry, your position, okay, should be in profits at the moment, but we spoke about this potential scenario, and I mean, you can see where price was. I still told the legends I would like to see a nice three-wave structure to the downside where I will enter. Okay, round about this zone is where I'll enter. Your stop loss needs to be below the low over there because that's the invalidation for this scenario. And now we are currently chopping here through this level at the moment. Okay, so this is where we are. We did not take the low. And right, we did not take the low. If you were a sniper and you added to your position or you waited for this little price action, I would protect my position over here. Okay, if you were the sniper that caught that low over there, your position should be protected. Okay, so beautiful trade that's now potentially, okay, still in motion, right? But we know the risk. The risk is we have a potential to move down and invalidate this trade. Okay, that's why we have stop losses, because if I could exactly predict where the market was going, I would trade without stop losses, right? As simple as that. But because we cannot predict what the market is going to do next, this is why we trade with stop losses, good risk management, not risking more than what we can afford to lose, and making those high informed bets. Okay, I don't call trading gambling. A lot of people refer to trading as gambling. I don't call it gambling because we are taking a bet with great risk management based on technical analysis and informed, okay, decision based on probabilities that are higher against the other probability. Okay, so for now, based on technicals, the probabilities are higher to move to the upside. So if I have a higher probability in winning the jackpot, if I have 55% or 60 or 70% in winning a jackpot at a casino, that's not really gambling. You know, that is increasing your odds by quite a lot. You're not a 50-50, you know, spinning the roulette table hoping that it's going to fall on black or white. Yeah, you've got 60, 70, 80%, depending on which scenario you're trading, probability that the trade is going to play out in your favor. But you always have risk management just to protect you in case you are wrong. Okay, it's all a game of probabilities. So if you can increase the probabilities based on your technical analysis with great risk management, that is smart trading. Okay, if you're entering trades with no technical analysis, have no idea what you are doing, okay, that's gambling, right? That is gambling. FOMOing into trades, that's gambling. Buying a new meme coin that just got launched and closing your eyes and praying for the best, that's gambling. That is not technical trading. Okay, so let's see how this plays out. Just want to go and have a look at CVD again. You can see CVD yellow is just not playing ball yet at the moment. It looks like what I'm seeing over here, the mix between the bearish and the bullish, or the bullish and the bearish CVD over here, tells me that we could be ranging for a little bit long. I would like to see a little bit of a sweep of the lows over here. I would really like to see, okay, price come down and do this and then recover. Just stop out all these early longs over here. Okay, I really don't want us to take this pivot, because if you're going to take this pivot, it means that you're going to take this low, and then you're starting to lose market structure from a smaller time frame perspective. It's not something that I would like to see. Smash up the like for the alpha and the education over here. Let me go through some comments. Tough one, yes. Again, FMC price, yes, it's the FOMC minutes, if I'm not mistaken. When is that? Is it here on total 3? Okay, what time is it? Let me just take the pen here out the way. 8 o'clock. What's the time now? Okay, still an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes before the FOMC minutes is going to come out. What I don't understand about the minutes is that they're just reading the minutes of the previous meeting. So I'm not sure why that causes volatility. Nothing new gets announced. Okay, it never ceases to amaze me that when Jerome Powell reads the minutes, the market reacts to the minutes of news events that already took place. It's just crazy. Okay, that's why there's also no forecast, previous or actual, inside of here, because he's just reviewing minutes of things that's already happened. Okay, I also took a trade on Atom when we had the dump here to the downside. I was watching Andy's live stream, busy with other things as well, preparing the thumbnail, and I saw the dump. So I was already in the trade together with the legends over here. Together with the legends, I entered the trade over here with my stop loss below the low. So I was like, okay, well, let me see what else I can trade. And I entered another long on Atom. Okay, so this is the trade that I took here on Atom. And you can see the reason I took the trade on Atom with good technical analysis is when you take a fib from the low to the high, we bounced at the 0.618 for the first time. You know, usually when you hit the 0.618 for the first time, you get a nice reaction. But what I liked even more than the 618 over here is a swing failure from the low. Beautiful swing failure, and that's exactly where I entered. Okay, I was watching the price fall here to the downside, and I was like, if Bitcoin does not take that low and it starts recovering, okay, and the trick that I've learned in the trade is that Bitcoin's price action plays out first and the alts are lagging behind Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin started recovering over here, Atom was still falling, Okay. And as Bitcoin recovered, it started recovering. And when I saw the recovery in Bitcoin, I entered the long here on Atom. And I'm targeting the highs over here. So small little scalp trade here on Atom, but I mean, I just had to, I just had to, okay? I just couldn't help myself. It was just such an obvious, beautiful trade here on the price of Atom. SFP from the lows, 0.618, and currently I'm nice in the profit here to the upside. I mean, I didn't take a big position, but from where I entered to up and roll where we are now, 1.8% profit. But I mean, times the leverage, okay, it does make a difference. It really does make a difference. What's more important is not always the percentage to the upside. It is the risk to reward. I mean, a 12.45 risk to reward is absolutely insane, okay? And I have taken a little bit of profits where we are at the moment, because I do realize that we are now facing resistance. Can you see resistance over here? Okay. Never be scared to pay yourself as a trader. I've taken a little bit of profits over here, and what I also did is I protected myself. So this is now a free trade for me at the moment. Okay. I have a little bit of profits in the bag, and it's a free trade, expecting the high to be claimed. Okay, so I'm here on the 15-minute time frame. It doesn't really look significant, but when you start zooming out, you're like, okay, maybe, you know, maybe, just maybe, this trade is going to turn out to be something amazing here to the upside, because when I zoom out onto, let's see if the 4 hour is going to give us what I want to see. Okay, when I zoom out onto the 4 hour time frame, you can see that I'm tracking this momentum, which we broke out from. We have a low, we have a higher low. Okay, what I would like to see is for this high to be tapped. So you can see how small this trade, little scalp trade, is here on Atom that I'm playing. But I know there's a possibility for this. Okay, definitely a possibility for the high to be claimed, and even the break of this bigger trend that I'm tracking here on the daily time frame. Okay, the bigger trend. So now you guys can see how the big picture all comes together. Okay. Sorry, I want to take the scribble out the way, and I'm clicking on all the wrong buttons. So you can see the mini trade that I'm taking over there. Okay. I'm tracking this momentum, which we've now broken out of, because I want to catch the breakout before the potential breakout over here. Okay. So definitely a possibility to claim the highs. It could be a rejection. I don't know, can be a rejection, but I'm taking profits on the way up. And if this is a successful breakout and I see the price action that I want to see, I will add to my position, okay, and build another little position over there, expecting momentum here to the upside. Right, I do expect a little bit more of a grind. But yeah, let's see how this plays out. Ideally, usually what I see when altcoins break out from a long down sloping trend line, usually what you see is you see a nice little aggressive breakout, and then you see that long, boring range, okay, outside the trend. That's key. It stays outside the trend. It just goes sideways for months. Doesn't do anything. You get bored. The altcoins are not popping. What's going on? Okay. And then all of the sardines, what you see is that card candle that comes out of nowhere. And I've seen this on many altcoins where if you look at the previous cycles where there's big waves to the upside and it corrects to the downside, usually when it finds the bottom, there's a long consolidation area that takes place before the pump. So I know, okay, from a spot bag perspective, if I'm building my position inside of this zone, I'm most likely going to wait a very long time before I see some results. Okay, I've just made peace with that fact. Also, if you'd like to come and trade these altcoins with me, down in the description of this video, okay, I've got Bluffin. I did take a trade here on Bluffin today. I'm also I'm an Atom trade here on 𝗞𝗚cie. I've got 𝗞𝗚cie here, 20k bonus, 30k bonus on Bybit, and 20% off the fees. 80k bonus here on Bluffin. And also I want to discuss something about the exchanges, the affiliate links that I have over here. I've had some questions, which I think is, in all fairness, what's the right word? Something that you should know, because I do get the questions, and it's not something that I'm hiding or I don't want to talk about. Is that I got a question, I got a couple of questions. 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽, if you are a full-time day trader, why do you have affiliate links? it's a fair question, right? And I want to address that elephant in the room, is to say that for those of you that don't know how affiliate links works, let me just briefly explain to you why it's here and why I encourage everyone to use my links, okay, and not go and Google the links and sign up. Firstly, if you go and Google these platforms, you will not get the reduction in sign-up fees and the biggest bonuses, right? So by using the links, you get the biggest bonuses and hopefully the best fees as well. The reason I do that is when I started the YouTube channel, I knew that by doing these updates for everyone over here, can everyone still hear me? Yes. It's going to take time out of my day. So I used to trade for 9, 10, 12 hours a day. That's all I did. Just traded, okay? If I have to now spend 4 or 5 hours preparing for YouTube channels, go into the trading community, update them, and prepare the thumbnails for the YouTube channels, it takes time away from my trading. So I need to, from a business perspective, okay, I have my business hat on, I need to have something that can fill that gap. So if I'm not trading and making money, hopefully by you guys signing up, I can get some cash flow in to fill that gap. That's basically how it works. And I can guarantee you guys, okay, the money from the affiliate links is not a lot. So how it basically works is when you place a trade and you and the exchange charges you $1 or $2 or $5 to open the trade, I get a percentage, small percentage of that fee that you would have paid anyways if you didn't use my link. Okay, so you don't pay anything extra. I just get a small cut out of that fees. And hopefully one day the channel will be big enough where it will be, it will actually properly cover the hours that I'm losing doing full-time day trading at the moment. But I am enjoying this. I am loving bringing you guys the alpha. I'm enjoying working with Andy and the team. So I just wanted to address that elephant in the room and explain to everyone, how does this actually work? It's not something that I'm scared to talk about. I'm very open and honest about it, is that if I cannot spend 8 or 10 or 12 hours trading because I'm bringing you guys alpha and I'm educating over here, I need something to fill that gap. And at the moment, it is tiny, okay? But I do see the potential maybe in the future it will close the gap properly in terms of what I used to be able to trade during those hours. So it's purely business, and this is how you support the channel, okay? So this is how you support the channel. By signing up, using the link, you qualify for the biggest bonuses and the lowest fees. And because of the relationship we have with the exchanges, and you help me a little bit by when I spend time here on the live streams, educating, going through the analysis, to fill that gap that I can't use on trading anymore. So let me know what you guys think. Okay, for how long do you think we'll stay in this range? Let's go and analyze that. Right, let's go back here onto the price of Bitcoin. Ooh, looks like we're getting the breakout. Sorry, I think I misunderstood. Donald Duck, for how long do you think we will stay in this range? Are you referring to the atom range that I've just discussed? I don't know. How long is a piece of string? I don't know. All I know is that for me, on most of my favorite altcoins, this is a great accumulation zone. Even if we take the low again, I know that we have reached very critical levels on some of the altcoins, and I will just keep on. I bought this. I'll be honest with you guys. Here on Atom, I bought this dip. I bought this dip. And I bought this dip. And if we get another dip, I will buy that dip. But it looks like the bottom needs to be closed at the moment, because also when I look at the total 3 over here, okay, I can see that we've bounced beautifully here on the 0.618. This is basically the money flowing into the altcoins. It looks like it's coming to an end, okay? The one-to-one extension from the impulse, okay, let me just wait for it. The impulse versus the correction, okay, the one-to-one is here at exactly 15 September, next month. Maybe we'll start seeing some magic from some of the altcoins, so maybe it's still a little bit of consolidation, and then we get the breakout here to the upside. Once this breakout happens, it's going to be a party, okay? And I am preparing for the party, okay? I'm putting on my dancing shoes, I'm putting on my clothes, I'm building my portfolios, I'm buying the lows, I'm buying the dips on my altcoins, preparing for this potential breakout to still go and complete the fifth wave, because the alts is going to follow. Once the total 3 breaks out here, okay, this is the money inside the alts. It's going to increase. This is alt season. Everyone is waiting for alt season. And it's not here yet. Alt season is not here, especially when you look at the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance. There we go. Yo, that took me a while. Dominance is still strong, okay? So I like to look at dominance on the 3-day chart. Okay, so we are inside a bearish pennant. Like most of the altcoins, okay? Let me see if I can find one. Which one did I... EGLD, I think, is a nice one. Where's Mr. EGLD? KSM. I just want to see where's the one. Okay, but I mean, they mostly... I'm just bringing up all the worst examples over here. ADA, yes, I know. I did ADA this morning. I've refreshed my analysis on ADA. If I can find Mr. ADA over here. There we go. Okay, so most of the altcoins are in a similar structure. Okay, altcoins are in a bullish pennant. Dominance is in a bearish pennant. Exactly the opposite. Okay, so when this happens, this is going to happen, and I'm preparing for that. It's all I'm doing as an investor, as a technical trader. I'm preparing for that. It's as simple as that. I'm preparing for when dominance drops like it did over here, when it has an absolute crash here to the downside. It's inside a bearish pennant. It has a higher probability of breaking to the upside. We have massive resistance here by the 60% mark. So if we do still find strength here to 60%, maybe that's where we'll get the fall to the downside. I know that the altcoins, and most, I would say about 80% of all the altcoins are currently inside bullish pennants to the downside. I can go and look at Doge. I can look at 𝗬cie𝗂𝗿. Okay, you can see, although I didn't draw that bottom line, but I mean, all I need to do is include it. Okay, they are all inside of bullish pennants that could potentially break out to the upside. And I am preparing for that. This is, you want to buy or add to your spot bags before the breakout happens. Okay, while we're still in the pennant, even if we still come down, even if, what is the ZIL still comes down, okay, even better, but it's being squeezed and it's getting to the end over here, okay, and 𝗬cie𝗂𝗿 actually quite strangely has broken out. FYI. Okay, 𝗬cie𝗂𝗿 is actually showing strength. 𝗬cie𝗂𝗿 is one of the few that's actually started nibbling at this trend. Where I've showed you on Atom, Atom is still here somewhere. It still needs to get to that trend. 𝗬cie𝗂𝗿 is attempting to break out. And this is where I'm preparing. I've got my ZIL bags packed. I've got my KDA bags packed. I've got my Mina, Doge, ADA. The orange ones here are the ones that I've recently added to my spot bags. I added 𝗬cie, I know. Don't like the fundamentals. I'm not really a 𝗬cie fundamental fan, but I'm a technical fan. I really like the technicals also breaking out. Okay, I like to see this, and I acknowledge that it can still do this for a very long time before we actually see the move to the upside. So I know that I need to have patience, especially from a spot perspective. Don't expect that an altcoin is just going to give you those absolute insane reversals. It falls and it does this. No, sometimes it goes through a long consolidation, okay, before it gets the momentum to the upside. Or maybe we're lucky enough and it starts climbing the stairs back here to the upside, flipping all these resistances back into support. So the reason I added 𝗬cie to my spot bags is I like the technicals. I know it's an OG coin. It's been around for very long. Beautiful trend, okay, here from the highs. I mean, this is absolutely insane. It had a 78% drop. That's absolutely insane, okay? It has swing failure from the lows over here, currently trading above, Okay, it's a zone where I need to start nibbling, right? I cannot ignore the fact that this is also a bullish pennant, and it's breaking out here at the moment. It's and whether I'm wrong, okay, it's a spot, it's from a spot bag perspective. I will just keep on adding. If it struggles and it breaks back down and it claims the low again, I will add a little bit more. Okay, but now I want to see us stay outside the trend. So if it comes back and it bounces on the trend, I will just add a little bit more. I mean, it's a long-term investment, expecting to see that reversal here to the upside when dominance takes a tank here to the downside. Okay, we've had mini altcoin seasons with these little dumps here to the downside. Absolutely crazy mini altcoin seasons. Dump, that's where you saw the Pepe's and Rune, Solana, Render, breaking all-time highs from the previous bull cycles. During these small little moves, can you imagine what's going to happen when you don't have just this? You have something decent to the downside. Can you imagine what's going to happen, right? So I am preparing for this from an investment perspective. Obviously, no financial advice. This is my trading strategy, and this is what I am doing. Okay, I'm not telling anyone else to do what I am doing. Purely from a technical perspective, I want to be prepared for this bull market. I wasn't prepared enough for the previous bull market. This time, I'm going to be prepared, and I'm going to buy when everyone is too scared to buy. Stuff it. I'm going to buy. Okay, so currently we're getting the breakout here to the upside for a Bitcoin. So I have explained, okay, the probabilities from this structure perspective. Now, let's go and look at the bearish case scenarios. What if this doesn't hold? Okay, what if we do break down? We need to be prepared. We need to know what are the next levels that we need to watch. Interestingly, XRP broke the trend a few weeks ago, and look at the pump it had. Yes, I mean, I think XRP had a 48% pump, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, for those of you that took that XRP trade, I've spoken about it many times. I just want to do a, okay, I actually did, you can see XRP is in my list. I bought XRP. Can you believe it? After I sold my bags a couple of years ago, and I do not regret selling my XRP a couple of years ago, because I had a massive bag of XRP, and I sold all of it, and I bought Rune, Solana, and Render. That's what I bought. I split the money in three, and I bought them in equal amounts: Rune, Solana, and Render. And all three of them have done absolute phenomenal things to the upside. I took profits on the way up. I paid myself. And what did XRP do? Nothing. XRP did nothing. But now, from a technical perspective, it looks like it wants to potentially do something here to the upside. Okay, we broke this trend. I spoke about this trend here, broke the trend here to the upside. And I think that move there alone, where a lot of people took that trade that I mentioned over here, I mean, was a 35, let's say a 40% move here to the upside. And then everyone said, Devil, we can't believe you didn't take the trade. And I told everyone, I want a retracement. When we were trading over here, I told them I want a retracement and I want to see a higher low. I want to see us break market structure. So we have taken the highs over here. So now it looks like you have a low, you have a low, you have a high. Okay, now what you want to see, lower high, lower low. Now what you want to see, okay, higher high. Yes, tick number one. That was a big tick for me. And there were moments where I thought to myself, oh, what if we don't get the damn retracement? Okay, and then this happened. Beautiful retracement here to the downside. And when you take a fib from the bottom to the high, we retraced at exactly the 786 level. Okay, when I woke up that Monday, where it was a complete bloodbath, okay, I bought XRP over there. That's where I bought XRP. Above the trend, 786 level. I was technically, that was a good investment decision for me. So I bought a little, I didn't buy a lot. Okay, I bought a little bit of XRP over there. I bought more Link. I was more aggressive with my Link buy over there. And now, okay, what I would like to see is for momentum to continue to the upside and potentially even breaking this multi-year bull flag. Okay, this is what I'm anticipating. I don't know if it's going to happen. Okay, but you have to be prepared. And this is why I bought a little bit, not a lot of XRP, because I know with a little bit you can make a lot, depending on how this is going to play out. Okay, where I see a lot of people, and also just, purely from an Elliott wave perspective, we can expect maybe a $5 to $7 XRP. I know, okay, I know that the market cap for XRP has to drastically increase to get the price to this level. But all I'm saying is this is what the technicals are telling me. Okay, so you have to imagine that this is the 1 minute or 15-minute time frame. Imagine for a second. Okay, let me just take all the scribble out the way. Imagine for a second that this is the 15-minute time frame over here. You're building a nice little bull flag here on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, you have a beautiful A, B, C, D, E that's currently still playing out. From an Elliott wave perspective, it increases the probabilities to have upwards momentum. Okay, so I see the technicals. I have a clear invalidation. The E point is not allowed to take the C point over there. So I know where my invalidation is. And I'm like, okay, well, we're still inside the flag. We've broken market structure over there on the lower time frames. I'm going to give it a go. Okay. I don't know if it's going to fail miserably and stop me out. I don't know. But I need to try. Okay. I need to risk it to get the biscuit because the technicals are telling me that this can happen. Okay. Let's see. Why is my alarms going off? ADA, Mr. ADA, I just spoke about you. Why are you going off? Are we breaking another trend? ADA. You can see I've got all my alts prepared with my trends, my alarms. I've got many alarms set. Let me just undo those 3 circles. And just want to see why my alarms are going off. Yes, I've just tapped the top of this trend. I don't know. Let's see if this is going to break out. I mean, I bought ADA also here together with XRP. If we break out, I'll be happy. Okay, it's not a trading zone for me at the moment, but also not a profit-taking zone. I'm expecting a lot higher. Okay, this is a spot investment perspective that I've got over here. I really like these 3 pivots making higher highs on RSI. Bullish RSI divergence is what they call it. I don't really like this one. Okay, let me just take this one out. I really like to look at this normal RSI, especially on larger time frames like the 2-day, the weekly, the 3-day chart, okay, where you are making lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, and the RSI is just moving up, okay, hidden bullish divergence, okay, of which the target is the high. Right, let's see if this plays out. Back here onto the price of Bitcoin, let's go and discuss the bearish case scenario. So I just want to zoom out to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, from a day trading perspective, I mean, I love Bitcoin. Okay, it respects the levels, it has a lot of liquidity, and I really like to trade Bitcoin. Okay, so I mean, this structure, such a small little structure over here. Okay, so the one thing that I am still monitoring here, like I've discussed, I'm tracking this momentum here to the upside. If we lose the momentum to the upside, where we formed a low, a higher high, higher low, higher high, and this is still a higher low, okay, what you want to see is now a higher high form over there. If we lose the structure and we fall down, break the trend, okay, the highest possible bouncing level that I do see is at the bottom of the bull flag. Okay, and the bottom of the bull flag over here actually has a confluence with lots of levels as well. The first level I'm acknowledging is that I always like to go and look at liquidity. Well, maybe there's more liquidity here to the downside, so the market makers are going to push it down. Maybe to go and fill their long bags over here before they push the price up again. And then when I look at liquidity, let's do this, make sure that everyone can see it. Okay, you can see nice liquidity to the top side and nice liquidity to the bottom side. So if we fall to the downside here at 57,600, okay, let me just put my arrow on. $57,600, that's where that nice line of liquidity lies, okay? 145 million, another 150 million, so about $300 million worth of liquidity in this zone, which also aligns, okay, here with the bottom of the trend, or with the bottom of the bull flag. There is also a daily level there. If I switch on my daily levels, okay, and I zoom out a little bit, show everyone, I think I mentioned this this morning during my video update as well. We have a daily level here, okay? 57,500. I just showed you that liquidity is at 57,600, 700, round about there. So if we lose the bearish or the bullish momentum here to the upside, for whatever reason, we start breaking this trend, that's the first bearish sign I will look for. I don't know if we're just going to get a bounce by this daily, okay? I don't know. You might. So what I mean, speculating over here is that you might break down, find support, yes, find support by the daily, retest the trend as resistance, and go and tap the bottom together with the daily level, together with the bottom of the flag, and you also grab all of that beautiful liquidity, and maybe you then go back to the top. Okay, and then maybe you go back to the bottom and then to the top, and you either fall down or you have a true breakout to the upside. So this range can still continue for a bit longer. But there's also the possibility, okay, that this momentum can hold to the upside and it just breaks out from here. Definitely a possibility. And this is why myself and the legends this morning took this trade, because it does look like it has the potential for a 1 2 1 2 3 here to the upside, and definitely a possibility of taking the high over there. And then if this is a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, that's what you want to see. ABC correction, maybe you bounce here on the trend and you continue the momentum here to the upside. So, I mean, we just need to be prepared for all scenarios. Okay, I will definitely consider a short when we lose the trend, and I will definitely look for longs in this zone over here. Okay, a little bit further down, we also do have another daily level where if I take the fib from the lows to the highs, just make it a little bit thicker so everyone can see it. Okay, if we just lose this flag, okay, if we lose it, breakdown, high volume candles, massive selling pressure kicking in, I don't think we're going to get a bounce by the 50%. I highly doubt it. I think the 618 is the best level to watch because we have a confluence. We have a daily level, 618, and you're also sweeping up the liquidity below these lows. This is also what I referred to after a pump. You have the range low. I love the range low strategies, and I've spoken about it so many times during my live streams, and I will most probably always speak about them in my live streams, is that when you tap the range low for the first time, okay, price generally like 95% of the time gets a bounce. The question is always just, is it going to form a lower high for continuation, or is it going to be that bounce that just takes you to higher levels? We don't know, but I can trade the bounce and I can take profits in that bounce and I can make money with that bounce. Okay, let me go through some more comments over here. I hope you guys are enjoying the alpha. Smash up the like if you guys are enjoying what I'm sharing over here. And hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed for future notifications. I hope you're all enjoying. And let me see who else is here. What do you think of Lever? I'm a profit from a recent breakout. It's still pumping, but 6 hours. I don't think I've ever looked at Lever. I'll go look at altcoins in a moment. Okay, some additional altcoins. Mr. Jerome, welcome to the live stream. Mr. Jerome Powell. Great to have you here. I hope you have some Bitcoin in your bags. Have a meeting coming up and have to run. Good luck in the coming hours, legends. Oh, that's absolutely insane. I've seen people change their usernames to Mr. 100. I've seen now Jerome Powell is here with us as well. Absolute legend. Thanks, Jerome Powell. Give us some good news. Okay, let this trade for me and the legends. Okay, help us let this trade play out. Let us go and claim the highs, Jerome. Before you go, just do us that favor. Do you think Link will see another low? It could. It could see $6.72. Very, very, very specific, because I've analyzed the crap out of Link, and I know, and I also have a limit order over there from a spot perspective. $6.72. It can still take that low, but it might not get there, right? And that's why I bought some. But if I get a $6.72 Link, I'm going to be very happy. Very, 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 very happy. Okay. 105 in the stream and under 50 likes. Yes, come smash up the alpha over here. It's your ways to show love towards the channel. It also tells everyone else that I'm live, and it helps the YouTube algorithm. Here is with Mr. 100. Mr. 100, I've just spoken to Jerome Powell, and he says he needs to go. He needs to go attend his meeting, and now you come over here. Have you bought some more Bitcoin in the last couple of weeks? Someone say my name. Keep stacking, legends. How long have you been a trader? I've been trading since 2017, but I only really started taking it seriously during 2019, 2020. Okay. And I officially resigned from my 9 to 5 in 2022. That's when I resigned from my 9 to 5 to do full-time trading, because I mean the goal you need to set for yourself is that you can't just resign and trade. Okay, you have to be consistently profitable, make money month after month, week after week, year after year, and then once you've reached that goal, I suppose, okay, and you can float by yourself, then you can resign. Can we check Phantom, please, and Jasmine? Okay, Mr. Crypto Big Brains will go and pick 3 altcoins that we can go and analyze here together. Right. What else? Phantom looking stronger. Yes, Phantom is looking strong. I also did look at Phantom this morning. I looked at a lot of altcoins this morning. Okay, I literally went through my entire list of altcoins over here this morning. All of them, all of them, all of them. So the ones that are here, I know what you guys are talking about, okay? The ones that's absolutely pumping is Matic, you know, up almost 10% today. Nakamoto, it's Monster Gaming. It's very small cap, high risk, up 6% today. Phantom, 5%, okay? Not as big as Matic at the moment. Then we've got, who else is pumping over here? Uniswap. Oof, I wanted to buy some Uniswap because Uniswap and 𝗖𝗍_swap, the technicals look very similar to me. Okay, so and I was weighing up sushi, uni, and then I took sushi, and now Uniswap is pumping. You know, but okay, I'm patient. I'm patient. Right. What is your aha? What was your aha moment that turned you profitable? It is just making consistent profits month after month, week after week. And being able to sustain yourself, and you need to pay the bills, you need to eat, okay? So for me, that was the aha moment after a couple of months where I'm consistently making profits, 25% profit, 10% profit per month, but you are consistently making it. You didn't just take one lucky trade and now you're a successful trader. The aha moment was for me that I'm able to make money from a trading perspective in a bear market, in a bull market, and in a sideways market. And Andy was actually a big part of that because, as you all know, that the one-line trend strategy that I play here with the trend lines was my favorite strategy, and I still make a lot of money with my one-line trend strategy and Fibonacci, and I include daily and weekly levels. But Andy was actually the one that taught me how swing failure patterns worked. Okay, and then when I discovered swing failure patterns, I was like, game on, because I could never understand. Okay, so so me and Andy will play the same scenario over here. Okay, so let me give you guys an example. So I will play the scenario. My entry is here, and my stop loss is below the low. I'm targeting the high. So my trading setup looks like this. For example, that's my trading setup. Risk to reward is great. I'm risking not more than what I can afford to lose. Okay. And then comes along Andy, and he's playing the same setup, but his entry is over there. And I'm like, how did he do that? How on earth did he know that we're going to get the breakout before the breakout? How did he do that? And then when I followed him and I learned a lot from him, I saw, oh, swing failure patterns. He plays swing failure patterns. Okay, so there was a beautiful SFP here from this low. Okay, you get acceptance below, you get acceptance back above, you enter. And this is exactly how I entered the Atom trade today. Okay, I have made swing failure patterns my friend. I've studied the crap out of them. I back tested them. So for me, I mean, this was just a beautiful swing failure pattern trade over here. Okay, so on the price of Atom, this is the trade that I'm in currently. Okay, small little small little trade over here, just a little bit of education, together with Fibonacci, together with levels of confluence. I knew that this low, if I get acceptance back above this low, okay, I'm not interested as price is falling. I'm not interested. But if you wick down and you get acceptance back above, I'm interested. I entered, my stop was below the low, and as we moved into profits, I protected my position. Now I have an entry over here. Absolute amazing entry, where if I played the trend line strategy, which is a very simple strategy to use, make no mistake, for me it's the simplest trading strategy. It's not as complicated as swing failure patterns. Okay, if I had to play the trend over there, my entry would have been over here. Okay, still a successful trade to the upside. Okay, but I just always wondered, how did he snipe it like that? Because by the time you get the breakout, okay, if you have your entry over here, you can already protect your position. And if it's a successful breakout, I can even add a little bit more to the position. So what happens is, let's say I add a little bit more to the position, it moves my entry up, and I can still protect my position while the price moves up with a bigger position to the upside. So swing failure patterns is extremely powerful, especially if you combine them with other trading strategies as well. So my favorite trading strategies is trend lines. I still use them a lot, especially if price action is very confusing. I will fall back to my comfort zone, which is one-line trend strategies and swing failure patterns. So what this enabled me is that I now have a beautiful entry that is protected, okay, a free trade, and I'm just riding the momentum here to the upside. And even if I get stopped out, I don't lose anything. I did take a little bit of profits over here because I acknowledge that this is resistance. You can see nice, beautiful resistance over here. I did take profits. Now we're getting the breakout to the upside. Obviously, where the price is now is a no trade zone for me. Okay, do not FOMO into trades. You want it to be here or you want it to be here. Okay, and if you did enter the trade over here from a one-line trend strategy perspective, your position, your stop loss should be moving. You should be de-risking yourself, moving your stop loss up as price moves up. You need to protect your cash because the market is here to take it. Okay, so the legend, Mr. Andy, we've just gossiped about you. You have to rewind to go and see all the bad things I said. Welcome, Andy, in the house. For those of you legends, I know I do have a lot of people here that does not follow Andy. Down in the description of this video, you will see Mr. Andy, the legend himself, that taught me how to do swing failure patterns. Okay. And he is in the house. Go and follow him. Go check out his channel. If you haven't seen Andy, he's an absolute legend from a scalping perspective, swing failure patterns, fixed range profiles, harmonic patterns. I mean, we cover it all. Okay. Go check him out. Go give him a sub and go check out his alpha that he provides on a daily basis as well. Okay. Accurate as always, 𝗬𝗍𝗇. Thank you so much. Welcome, Andy. Please talk more about swing failure patterns. I will leave that for another live stream. Okay. And we can maybe do a little bit of education about swing failure patterns. We can go a little bit more deeper into it. For now, another thing that I would like to cover, now that I've covered all the scenarios, to the downside, to the upside, what the probabilities are, okay, in terms of moving up, in terms of moving down. I've discussed this all now with everyone. The one thing is I always say, or I said in the last live stream, if you have any trading questions, please leave a comment after this live stream in the comment section, and then I will answer those questions during the next live stream. So someone asked me yesterday, 𝗬𝗍𝗇, how does this tool, okay, how do you read the numbers? Okay, simple question. And there's no such thing as a stupid question, okay? So basically, that tells you a risk to reward ratio. How much are you risking versus how much are you making? That's what the 10.9 means. And if I move this up or down, you can see that the risk to reward changes, okay? So if it's at 1, for example, over here, okay, it means that for every $100 that I'm risking, I'm making $100. Okay, ideally, minimum you want a 2 to risk to reward ratio, and if it's less, you need to enter a trade that has higher probabilities to the upside. Okay, so it's all a game of probabilities. So that's basically what the risk to reward ratio means. P&L, I think that's the, I actually don't know what those numbers mean. Quantity, P&L, I have actually no idea. I think it's pips and those type of things. I've never used it. Okay, and then the stop loss, it basically tells you the percentage, okay, how far your stop loss is away. And then the top tells you how far, okay, the profit-taking area is away. And that's basically all I use. I don't use any of the other stuff. And then when you go into settings, you can go and tap here, always show on, so that when I click somewhere else in the screen, you can always see the numbers. Okay. Right. And I know there's other things in here that I see that I just never use. The most important for me is risk to reward. It shows me how far my stop loss is away, the percentage, which tells me how to calculate my risk management. And then the top tells me how far, from a percentage perspective, my profit-taking areas are. Okay, so just wanted to answer that question quick. Let me see if I've got anything else. Okay. Alts at end 3 max. Cool, legends. I mean, for now, we're getting the momentum to the upside. As per my thumbnail, I did have the diamond in there. Okay, we're getting some upwards momentum. For those of you that did take the long trade here, okay, myself and Andy, the legend in the house, we spoke about this trading setup together this morning. We both jumped into the Discord live. I was analyzing, Andy was analyzing. We looked at this 1-1-2 combo over here, and I mean, it almost got stopped out. But we knew exactly where to put our stop losses. Okay, and now we're getting momentum here to the upside. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, right, and that is basically it. Also, remember, if you'd like to come and trade with me, Bluffin, no KYC, largest sign-up bonus, and Bybit 20% fee reduction. 𝗞𝗍, currently still the exchange with the lowest fees. And let's see what else. Let's go through some comments. Smash the like, guys. Thanks, Mr. Crypto Big Brain. I just want to see something. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, you've got Phantom. Let's go and look at Phantom here quick. Okay, for the legends, I have actually analyzed the crap out of Phantom. Is that even a word? Can you even do something like that? Okay, Phantom is absolutely exploding here to the upside. Why is Phantom exploding here to the upside? Because we are breaking out of trend, and usually when you break trend, you get a little bit of explosive move here. Okay, is this Phantom? Yes, Phantom. I just want to let this fixed range load up. Okay. I mean, there's definitely a possibility to come and tap the top of this range once again. Okay, we didn't even tap the point of control. We front run the point of control over here. I was waiting for the point of control, but I also had this momentum line from the top, okay, where we're currently getting the breakout here to the upside. Okay, this is why Phantom is running, is because it's breaking out here to the upside. Right, I would simply, like I said, what happened with XRP, okay, I sit on my hands. I want to see the breakout. And what would be absolutely fantastic is if you can at least take these highs, ideally take these highs. If you can see something like this, where you're breaking market structure, okay, you're breaking that market structure. And I know this is an insane price movement here to the upside. You can be patient and wait for that retracement, okay? And this is where you scoop up Phantom, where you want to see a higher low form over here, taking a fib from the lows to the highs, that 0.618 level over there, okay, for continuation here to the upside. So I always wait for market structure break. I buy in at the lower high, like I did with XRP that I've shown everyone, for continuation to the upside. Okay. Even a retest at the trend line, once you've broken market structure, the retest is also a good buy. And this is exactly what happened here on Bitcoin, okay? We broke market structure. When we were trading over here, okay, we broke market structure. We made a higher high, higher high. Now what you want to see is a lower a higher low, you know, you don't want to take this low. This is now your invalidation over here. And currently we're getting momentum to the upside. So proof of support, proof of resistance, proof of support is breaking market structure. Okay. So ideally what I would like to see here, keeping it simple on the price of Phantom is, okay, we need to smash this resistance. We are at the moment at resistance. We need to smash through the resistance, flip this area into support for continuation. Okay. Out. Right, what else? 100 watching, almost 100 likes. What a legend. Thank you so much. Yes. What else? Mr. Smash the like, guys. Thanks so much. Let's go through another altcoin. People are asking for ORC. Let's go check it out. 𝗖𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗍. Bum, 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 bum. We don't have a lot of options. We've got some Bybit. Okay, let's go check it out. ORC. Let me just make sure. ORC. Okay. Not ORT. ORC. Is it this one? Is it ORCA? Just let me know. Is this the right one? ORCA? Okay. Let's go here onto the daily. Da-dum-da. No legends. I mean, give me something that I can analyze. 𝗖𝗍𝑈SDT. That's it. Is that all we have? Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Is this the one? Yes, ORC. This one. Or was it the previous one? ORCA or ORC? Okay, I've never analyzed this coin before, but I mean, looking at this one, there's no ways. This thing is just making lower lows, lower highs. It's just falling to the downside. Comment saying, yeah, Andy, all the day, everywhere. Okay, so, I mean, let's rather analyze something else, okay? Oh, nice breakout, nice pump here from Atom. I mean, you guys can see the trade that I entered here on Atom. Absolute phenomenal. I mean, this is the lower time frame here on Atom, okay? I'm still expecting some big things here from the price of Atom. Okay, this is 15-minute time frame. On the daily, you can see that mini trade that I'm taking on Atom. Okay, it is nothing compared to what could potentially still have to happen here on Atom. Okay, that's the mini trade that I'm in at the moment. Small mini trade. Okay, then Atom. We can still do this, right? Absolutely phenomenal. I do think that ETH stands a higher chance of filling the CME gaps before it takes the low. Let's see how that plays out. Dominance. We've analyzed the price of dominance. It would be great losing this upwards momentum. We'll watch definitely. If you are here, you are a legend. Yes, definitely. Definitely a legend. And what else? Okay, I'm not going to analyze ORC. I'm a bit confused about that altcoin. But what I do have is a whole list of altcoins that I've already prepared. And I must say, the one that I think has a good chance, and I know Andy has been building a spot bag on this one as well. And I have also been building a spot bag. And it's also breaking out. Right? Mina Protocol. I'm really bullish on Mina Protocol. Okay, and as you can see, like with many of the other alts that I've shown you, is they are all inside of bullish pennants. But I do acknowledge the fact, and here is a perfect example of the consolidation that I've just mentioned to everyone. Look at when you have a pump to the upside. You have a fall, an aggressive fall, and then you start consolidating for so damn long. You have an aggressive pump, you have a fall, and you consolidate for damn long. Yeah, it had another fall here to the downside, but long consolidation areas. But look at this pump, massive consolidation area. Okay, I don't think it's just going to do this, right? It looks like some of the altcoins still needs to do this, that consolidation. Boring. No one wants to buy it. It's not doing anything. It's dead. and then that guard candle comes out of nowhere. So I would like to see a little bit more of a consolidation. I think Mina's a perfect example, but I mean, we have to acknowledge, okay, it is breaking out of the bear flag or the bullish pennant. But yeah, you can see this one also broke out, and look at how long it consolidated. It consolidated for 62 days. Ooh, that's actually more. That's 120 days because I'm on the 2-day time frame. 124 days. It consolidated after it broke the trend. So don't be surprised, okay? Don't be that person that's just expecting this. Just be realistic that after you've broken trend, like you can see over here, after you broke trend to the upside, you never came back, but you consolidated for so long, 124 days before you saw this. Okay, so there could be a longer consolidation, so you might still have a chance to build your spot bags in this area. And this is where I'm building my spot bags at the moment. Very bullish here on Mina protocol. Doge, I've also got a bag of Doge. Okay. Right, Doge actually looks great. Doge looks actually more bullish than some of the altcoins that I'm currently watching. And I mean, also looking at these two pivots over here, we have hidden bullish divergence where we've basically made higher high on the RSI. Okay, it's bounced here perfectly on the 0.618 when you take a fib from the low to the high 618 level. It really looks bullish compared to some of the alts that are in this zone already, or even some of them like Mina protocol that's SFP'd from the lows. I mean, Doge still looks strong. It looks like Doge, okay, is going to be a nice little killer here to the upside. So I bought some Doge at Cardano. I've spoken about also inside the bearish pennant, okay, or the bullish pennant. Let me rather put it like that. Okay, and then my chart stopped working. What did I change? Right, that's better. Clicked on the wrong thing over there. Okay, ADA still in a bullish pennant, and I'm waiting for dominance to drop here. And that is basically it, legends. Thank you so much for joining. I see people are logging off. I've gone through everything I needed to share. I've discussed all the alpha. Smash up the like on your way out. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber for future notifications. I hope you all enjoyed the live stream. I will see you all in the next one. Cheers for now.